What's going on, guys? It's the Bad Wolf. Pleasure as always to see you guys. And we are going to be talking about a little something that we stumbled across in the last video. Let's take a gander, shall we? Okay, so we already know you can cancel your passports and all that other good stuff. We know that. And we talked about denial of your rights and all that good jazz. Yeah, okay, but for the record, 8 U.S.C. 1503, denial of rights and privileges. If this is in fact somehow your first video that you're ever seeing, or you've seen my other videos and you didn't see the other one where I specifically went through that particular code. So real quick, if you're being denied your rights anywhere in the United States under any department or any independent agency, police officers, et cetera, courts, everything, you have a right. You can slap them with this right here. Okay? Lawsuit, federal district court. All right. Now check out this one. We've known about this for a while, that we have a right to have a certificate of nationality. We've put it in the explanatory statement with the 09 code. We've done all that stuff, but nobody has yet to show me they have gotten one of these. And they say, well, we don't need to issue it. Okay, but you have a legal obligation. It's contractual with the American people to provide this under 8 U.S.C. 1502, certificate of nationality. But they say, well, there's not a big demand for it. Well, we kind of know that's a lie because everybody's using my explanatory statement, paid and unpaid. It all has the requests in there, and that's been thousands. But if I'm understanding this correctly, it seems that they want you to send it directly. So for those people who want to apply, you guys really want them to issue them, you need to either get one of these documents from me, create your own, or send them a simple letter to the Secretary of State under 8 U.S.C. 1502, certificate of nationality issued by Secretary of State for person not a naturalized citizen of the United States for use in proceedings of a foreign state. So essentially, you want to tell them, I'm going to be using this, requesting it to use in a foreign state. I want my certificate of nationality. So let's see what it says here. The Secretary of State. Okay, so let's click state so we can see it's hyperlinked. The term state, like it says on 8 U.S.C. 1101-21 before they removed the hyperlink, includes a District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam. So we know we're talking about the corporation because it doesn't say here in the geographical or continental sense. So we know we're talking about the corporation. So the federal corporation, okay, includes a District of Columbia, Puerto Rico. Okay, so let's back up. So the Secretary of State is authorized. Now, one could argue, really, still yet, they're talking about Secretary of your state or the Secretary of the Department of State. Okay, one could argue. So is authorized to issue in his discretion and in accordance with the rules and regulations prescribed by him a certificate of nationality for any person who is not a naturalized citizen of the United States, who presents satisfactory evidence that he is an American national. So all that bullshit does, sorry. Leave that out later. So there you have it. The term American national is a real thing. Under GPO Styles Manual Section 5.23, under 8 U.S.C. 1101-22B, the national is a real thing. And such that, let's see what the hyperlink says. Okay, so now they refer to 21. That means you can, so they're keeping it open. Okay, so they are making some changes in here. Maybe they're just updating. We'll see. But notice here they don't have it hyperlinked citizen of the United States. But let's see what they have as a terminology for or definition for United States. Oh, so here, see, they still have it here. The United States, when used here, means in the geographical sense. And they're linking it to 8 U.S.C. 1101-38. Okay? So there is a difference. That such certificate is needed for use in judicial or administrative proceedings in a foreign state. So you have to tell them that you need this for judicial or administrative proceedings in a foreign state. Such certificate shall be solely for the use in the case for which it was issued and shall be transmitted by the Secretary of State through appropriate official channels to that foreign state. So that's how they changed it up. Okay. So what they're saying here, did you guys catch that? So they're not saying that this isn't a real thing. They're not saying you don't have them or you can't. Well, what they're saying here, let me say this correctly, is that they are real. It is a real thing. Status of a national is real, but they will only issue it if you tell them, like, basically you'd have to have a ongoing case or some kind of administrative proceedings in a foreign state, and you'd have to let them know which country or which nation has a problem with you. And then they, the Secretary of State, will send it directly to them. They do not want you to have it. They do not want to issue a certificate of nationality to you. They'll do it for you, but they're gonna see, because this is VIP, this is private. Okay? I can't even really be too mad at them. They're clever as shit is what they're doing. This is private stuff. This is why you'll never see a federal district court case on TV. If you can see a court case on TV, it ain't real. It's corporate. It's entertainment. It's BS. Anything that's really American is in fact private. So here's the thing. You have to read between the lines, guys. So if they're going to send it to a foreign state, I'll leave it up to your imagination and how you guys can possibly utilize this. But all I'm going to say is this. You have the right to create your own. The law states that anywhere the United States government or somebody does not provide a service or an ID or a document or whatever for you, you have the right to create your own, because that is the private. There's power in the private. How interesting. This section was formerly classified to section 101 of this title, and yet nothing to be found. That's how they do it. All right. So that, I guess, explains why they're not providing them to anybody, even though the other code, the other law, federal code says they can do it upon request. Well, here you go. Okay, certificate of diplomatic or consular officer of the United States as to loss of American nationality. So all right. Now remember, we don't want to do this because we know that. So I mean, right, right. I mean, it's right here. American nationality. Nationality is a real thing. Doesn't say citizenship. Because your city, to site, means you're a property of the non-living thing. Zen is to be made calm, to be complicit. In ship means admiralty. So you're on a city ship and you've been lulled into the position of being a member of theirs. All right, guys, that's it. Don't forget to check out blacksite32.com. Don't forget to go there and also subscribe to the newsletter. Thank you in advance. Also, you can find me on TikTok under the Badwolf. You can also check me out on well, Instagram and all the rest of them, essentially underneath the same one, same name. Do not be scammed by people pretending to be me on the various media platforms and whatever else. I will never ask you for money other than through here to go to Black Site 32 or on Black Site 32. So I don't care who it is in your DMs, it's not going to be me. The only time I will reach out is if I see something I really need to say something about. If like you're messing up and I see it, which is very rare. If you reach out to me, just understand that like I might be busy, I might not have even seen it. I get blown up by porn ads and scams and all kind of people asking me for free stuff. I just don't have the time to get to everybody, you know. So sorry in advance. Um, but it is what it is. So just don't send anybody money unless it's through a proper channel or whatever else. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out. I got some more videos and things and to record, and we'll get there. So check you later.